All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has to be one of the funniest headlines that I think I've read in quite some time. We have a headline here from The Gamer talking about the game Avowed. Now, if you guys are unaware, because I know it kind of left the news cycle, but Avowed is going to be coming out very soon. And recently, the developers have admitted that the game is going to be able to hit 60 FPS on Xbox Series X. However, what makes this headline funny is that the developers have openly admitted to you, the player, the gamer, the one that they're selling the game to, they admitted that in order to hit this 60 FPS on Xbox Series X, that you as the gamer should expect some jank. Yes, they're basically telling you that you, the gamer, should expect that the game is going to be somewhat broken at release. This is absolutely, positively insane that a developer would even hint at you. And like, I don't, where do I even go with this? I'm not kidding, ladies and gentlemen. This has to be one of the most ridiculous headlines that I have read in quite some time, where a developer who is trying to sell a video game to you is trying to tell you to expect the game to be broken, but it's going to be A-okay because you're going to have a great experience on 60 FPS. It is so ridiculous. So let's get into this article, guys, from The Gamer. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. Again, guys, when I read this, I honestly could not believe it. Right? You really want people, and this is how it's provable that gamers are basically just being told to eat shit, right? That's basically what it is. Gamers are being told to eat shit every single day, and this is no different. The Avowed developers think that they can tell you that their game is going to be broken on day one, and that you're going to go out there and go buy it and support it, even though they admitted that it's going to be broken on day one. And while I appreciate the transparency, we are not going to be able to support you, not in my opinion anyway. I would never support a game that's going to be obviously broken at day one. Why the hell would I do that? We already know that developers like this develop games that are going to be janky. We already know that, right? Obsidian Entertainment is known for that, just like Bethesda is, just like Ubisoft is. And I know they're going to be day one people out there, obviously. I know that. But still, why would you support this game day one knowing that it's going to be absolutely broken? It's insane. Avowed was previously said to run at 30 FPS, but that's apparently no longer the case. According to the game's director, Avowed can hit 60 FPS on Xbox Series X. That being said, players should also expect their fair share of jank and bugs. Bro, oh my god, dude. Are we here? Are we really here at this point where developers are telling you the game's going to be broken day one, but you're going to buy it anyway? Like, are we seriously here right now? Avowed's director, Carrie Patel, has confirmed that the game will be able to reach 60 FPS on Xbox Series X, while noting that players should expect some jank at launch. If there's one thing that Obsidian's games are known for, it's great character writing. If there's another thing the studio has a reputation for, though, it's having a fair amount of jank on most of its RPGs. Fallout New Vegas, The Outer Worlds, and even games like South Park: The Stick of Truth have all been great games, but it's fair to say that they're a little unstable. Ever since Avowed was announced, and many assumed that it'd be trying to become the Obsidian version of Skyrim, no one has really been able to be sure where to stand with it and what to expect compared to the developers of the titles. Now that it's just a few weeks from release, although, the game's director has made it very clear. As reported by GameSpot, Avowed director Carrie Patel recently took part in a rapid-fire interview about the game on MinMax podcast, which revealed a fair bit of what to expect when it launches. One of the questions that asked is, how is Avowed going to run? Something that's been up to the air for some time, as it was previously said to be at 30 FPS. I think that a lot of gamers, first off, it's unacceptable, right? If these are modern day consoles and the fact that they are struggling to run video games at 60 FPS, it's pretty clear that they're not modern day consoles, right? It's pretty clear that they sold you a lie for the most part on the majority of video games supposedly running at 60 FPS, but that's neither here nor there. Xbox Series X has been known to be the weakest console of all of them outside of the Switch, but the Switch is not made to be a powerful console. It's just made to play Mario and Zelda. That's pretty much what the Switch is. But anyway, Patel took the chance to confirm that Avowed can get up to 60 FPS on Xbox Series X, suggesting that's not the case for the Series S and that it might be down to a specific performance mode. Patel was also pretty open about how Avowed is going to perform outside of its frame rate, noting that players should expect bugs and jank. Although I'm sure that anyone who has played an Obsidian game before knows what to expect. Patel defends the jank as being a necessary part of doing something fun and creative. It seems that despite having a refreshingly bright color palette, Avowed isn't going to be focused on visual fidelity and a steady performance. I don't know, bro. At this point, this is why I had this argument back on Saturday Night Hypnosis with like Atreus and Words of Paradise, where they were saying they see nothing wrong with the gameplay. And when we were looking at the gameplay trailer, even in the gameplay trailers, The game was janky as hell. You had bears doing butt slides all throughout the map while trying to be attacked by the player. And then when the player finally did attack the bear, it would swing and miss so hard animation wise. It'd be like, are you really trying to sell this to me right now? The game was very obviously super janky. Anybody with a brain could see that this game was going to be super bugged and super unstable. Let's just use the word unstable at release. And yet there are people defending it. There are people out there saying, nope, looks pretty good to me. And I'm like, there's no way, dude. There's absolutely no way. As for how janky Avowed is going to be, we'll have to wait for the game's launch to find out. Similarly to Bethesda RPGs, has come to a bit of an expectation with Obsidian's games over the years, although it'll hopefully be nothing too distracting from the gameplay itself. So again, guys, this game, I'm telling you right now, is going to be a janky mess. There is no doubt about it now, especially that I can't believe, I honestly can't believe, and then again, I can, considering the kind of gaming industry we're in right now. I cannot believe that there is a game director out there that is openly admitting that their game is going to be broken on day one release. I can't believe that we're here, right? And we got here because, unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there that will support stuff like this day one, even with this admission, even with them saying the game's going to be broken, even with them saying that your experience is going to be hindered if you even remotely try to do 60 FPS, let alone 30. I guarantee you the game's going to still be broken at 30. I promise you this game will run under 30 FPS on consoles, and it'll struggle in some aspects, and it'll start lagging and whatnot. I guarantee you, these games are being absolutely subsidized by people and corporations that are investing in them, by developers that don't know what the hell they are doing. How can you admit something like this with a straight face and pretend like everybody's going to buy your game? Is beyond me. And then the saddest thing of them all is you got people shilling for this, right? You got people like IGN, the gamer, Booty Adams on his own podcast where he interviewed this person. You have people shilling for this game, pretending as if everything is fine, as if it's the world, everything is fine, man. People hating on this game because of pronouns, but fuck the pronouns, man. Look at this. You mean to tell me that this is going to be truthfully happening and people are supposed to buy the game? You mean to tell me that as a shill, you're going to recommend this game to your viewers to buy on day one, knowing that the director just admitted that it's going to be broken on day one? Nah, bro, that is absolutely insane. So again, guys, Avowed looks to be absolutely cooked. We already knew that there's going to be some woke stuff in the game, obviously some modern day ideology. We already knew that. But if you were to remove all that and take that away to the side, you would look at this and realize that it's also going to be massively broken, right? RPGs, as I've always said, they have optional shit in it, whatever. Although I believe the pronouns are not optional, if I'm not mistaken. So you're forced to partake in that. But everything else, we don't really know what's going to be in there. But now that I know that the game is going to be broken, yeah, this is ridiculous, man. If you buy this game on day one and you're not a reviewer, I don't know what you're doing with your money. I really don't. Because if I wasn't a reviewer, there's no way in freaking hell I would go anywhere near this game on day one. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.